Hey everyone, welcome back to the second episode of Fake Fashion Detective. I don't know why I said it like that. It's just, it sounds really intense. I like the idea of being a detective. Maybe I should grow a mustache or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think some style ideas for the detective stuff. A monocle, perhaps go classic, like Sherlock Holmes vibes. We can have all sorts of fun. But not today. I'm just boring today. So what we do in this series is we bust people selling fake luxury clothing and streetwear on these resale platforms. We've done it in the past with brands like Balenciaga, Gucci, Palm Angels, on sites like Mercari, Poshmark, Depop. But today we're going to a different site and a different brand. So today we're going to be trying to bust fakes on eBay, looking at pieces from the brand Off-White by Virgil Abloh, one of the most hyped brands on earth. eBay is definitely, it's a tricky one. It's kind of a, legacy platform. There's definitely a lot of fakes floating around there. They also let some crazy stuff up on the site that I don't think any other resale platform would allow to stay up. Like from China, they just let the $10 listing stay up. So maybe we'll see some of that. I don't know, but let's bust some fakes, y'all. But first, I've looked into it, and a very small percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel. It's completely free. Just press that button and you will not regret it. Thank you so much. First off, we've got a real obvious one here. So Off-White Men, cotton t-shirt, hip-hop, gradient arrow. First off, you should take a look at the titles. This isn't even the gradient arrow t-shirt. That one, obviously, it's a gradient. It goes from one color to another. I think I've seen them a lot of the time in like pink to white, things like that. So wrong shirt, first of all. New with tags. Okay, love to see it. I love a brand new Off-White shirt, as would many of us, I'm sure. Yeah, $38.59 each. I am so sorry to tell you this. You're never going to get a brand new authentic Off-White shirt for $40. Another thing that is a big giveaway on these sites is when you can pick your size. They have all sizes available of brand new Off-White shirts at this price. Absolutely not. Having various sizes is just always really sketchy to me. If you're listing something for pretty cheap, even if it was more than this, like $100, if they had all sizes, I'd be very suspicious. Like, why? Maybe you're a boutique. I don't know. It would sketch me out. Either way, stay far away from this one. Who's this user? They only have 6 reviews, probably because they keep getting banned and they keep having to make new accounts. They have 100% positive feedback. I wouldn't take that for much because anyone buying this, they're very likely to know I'm buying a fake Off-White shirt. Or if not, they're that stupid that they just get it and be like, great, positive experience, great job, and they think it's real even though it's so clearly not. So either way, don't be that dummy buying this piece, please. All right, next up we've got a similar one, but one with some unique differences as well. So this one is an Off-White hoodie, blue, pink, green for men and women. So they've got multiple colorways. Condition pre-owned, brand new with tags. That's sketchy too. Size, multiple sizes available in each color. This person has 35 reviews, but they've also gotten some negative. Somebody apparently felt like they got burnt. And the reason they may have felt burnt is because they're trying to charge $120. When it's $40, that's kind of like, yeah, I guess that's actually kind of expensive for a fake shirt that you know is fake, but $120 is excessive, even for a hoodie. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. I mean, they've taken nice pictures. Clearly, they've put some effort into it. They've got the hang tags and everything. Looks a little off that green. It's too green, I think. But yeah, that's sketchy. Really sketchy. All of different colorways, different sizes. A price that is just a bit too cheap. Like a brand new Off-White hoodie, maybe $250. I could see you paying for that. I actually don't know what they go for these days, but $120, it's enough to like maybe get some really desperate people in the door, but way too low to trust. Like that right there is just it's a giveaway right off the bat. You will love this great looking high quality shirt. Oh, I'm so glad we get to talk about this. So This is something that sellers of fake fashion will often put in. And it's kind of like they're walking a tightrope there because they don't want to just say, hey, I'm selling fakes, because then they could get reported, they could get deleted, they could even end up in legal trouble. So they can't just say, hey, this is fake. But what they do instead is say it's high quality. And what they're saying here is it's a good fake. Who knows if it's actually a good fake or not. But they're saying when you see anyone call something high quality, it's going to be fake. If it was real, you don't need to say high quality. It's just assumed. It's an off-white piece. It's a luxury piece. Of course, it's high quality. Only people selling fakes call the pieces high quality, and that is a dead giveaway right there. All right, let's move on to something that, I don't know, maybe it'll be tougher. I don't know. So this one, men's off-white t-shirt, 100% authentic. They put it right in the title there. That remains to be seen, my friend. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll check it for you. Don't worry. Size extra large. Okay, and this one is pre-owned. So for a pre-owned off-white shirt, 110 isn't totally out of the question. This shirt was probably $250 new. So now that it's used, it's an older season. 110, I could see it depending on how used it is. It's a camo one with a big logo on the back. It says seeing things. My problem is these ones were very, very faked. So they're just, the fakes are everywhere, all over the internet, new, used, people trying to resell them. So it's definitely take another look when it's one of these really iconic pieces. What else can we get here? Let's take a look at the user. 82, they've been around for a little while compared to the others we've seen so far. All 100% feedback. Okay, I really, just the feedback percentage on eBay, for whatever reason though, I just don't really trust. There's a lot of things on eBay I don't trust. So what do we got here? Pre-owned. He doesn't include any other details. It's just the standard stuff that they automatically put in is the description. So we really get nothing essentially here. So all we've got to go on our pictures. We've got 5 of them. I like to see better close-up pictures. It does look pretty well used though. I will say that much. It looks pretty worn. So it makes sense. Like if this is fake, it's actually pretty fucked up because this really is the price I'd expect you to pay for a worn off-white shirt. So if he's basically trying to get full price if it's fake. If it's real, yeah, fair enough. Okay, the label is starting to come apart a bit. The stitches right there, they're fairly clean. That doesn't like throw me off too much. And here's another thing that you want to look at. So you see the trademark symbols after that first line, after Virgil Abloh, and then after off-white. This is actually a good sign. The trademark symbols are very close to the words themselves. On the fakes, they tend to get spaced out. They'll add a bit of extra space. So the fact that they're close together is a good sign here. Normally I'd say, oh, it looks like bad quality, it's coming apart. But again, as I've said, it looks well worn. So let's see, what else we got here? Great, we got a good close-up picture of these tags with that model number there. That's great, so we'll definitely look that up. It looks a bit drippy. You see the size in XL where it's a bit bolder. It looks just kind of like drippy and inky, like they went too heavy on the ink. I guess it's possible that that's just how the real ones look, but there's a little bit of messiness there that is a bit sketchy. It could also be wear from washing and the washing machine, stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just a little bit off to me. Last picture we've got, it looks like. Okay, producing the company info. I think that's all correct. Yeah, you've definitely got fading there from the wearing, so that's unfortunate. Made in Portugal, that checks out. That's where pretty much all off-white stuff is made, at least the t-shirts, hoodies, things like that. Some of the nicer stuff, jackets, is made in Italy, but Portugal is very standard. It does look like it's on a bit of a diagonal, but it could be the angle of the picture, the tag being a bit torn up, and then the brand name again. That TM is kind of faded a bit. So the quality I'm not loving of these, but again, it could be wear. Like I'm not ready to give a decision on that yet. So I think it's time to go to the model number. Let's Google that. All right, what do we got here? The first images that show up are of the model we're looking for. So that is a good sign. The first things that show up, oh, we've got this. Ooh, great. So Satire is a legit site. Let's get a quick look at this. So it links to our exact piece. Let's just check this out. Seeing things, all of that checks out really well, actually. And again, right about what I guessed, 250 bucks, just over that. It's all sold out, but it looks like they had it, and that matches up perfectly with what was on the tag. And the reason that's a good sign is that a lot of people who make fakes, who manufacture them, they will just reuse the same tags on a million different pieces. So if it was fake, let's say they make this model and they make 10 other Off-White models, they'll put this same tag in all of them with the same model number. So that's why I say it's a bad sign if you Google that model number and something else comes up, because it indicates to me that they just took the tag from a different piece, copied it, and printed it on this one. But in this case, it matches up, so that's actually a really good sign. All right, moving on here. Camouflage t-shirt. Again, same deal from Mode Sense. I believe that's a legit site. Rakuten Japan. Interesting, a Russian site. That's a little sketchy. Yeah, so now we're getting into all of the fake stuff, which is unfortunate. So here's the Japanese site. What do we got here? Okay, so there's the piece. Okay, similar on that stuff, but the problem is I don't know if this piece is real or fake, right? I would love to get a good look on a price here. Like, what did they have this listed for? And unfortunately, I'm not really seeing anything. Oh, 37,000. I think that equates to something like $300-ish, maybe? Ugh, okay, I guess this one isn't going to help me too much. I'm glad I got to see the tags, though, and see that that kind of fading and things matches up, at least on this one, which, again, we don't know if it's real or not. I don't know. What do these tags look like here? Very similar tags. Okay. All right, we're doing it. We're going over to images and seeing what shows up. Nice. Vestiaire, Poshmark, tons of Poshmark, So Bump, anything like that we can definitely say is real, like a authenticated Grailed listing. Perfect. Vestiaire, I guess I'll take a look at, unfortunately. All right, here's the Grailed listing. This one sold for almost $300. That's crazy. So this was a medium, and again, it's the camo shirt. Retails at $355, bought from Barney's. So this guy's claiming it's real. Let's see what his says and what his looks like. The label seems to match up well enough to me. I will say, it does not say Off-White in the brown above it, which ours I don't think does either on eBay. That model number matches, although you see this is not nearly as inky and faded and stuff. And he's got the receipt from Barney's, and it says camo. Yeah, I'm going to say this one's real. And the fact that it doesn't have any of that fading on the care tags is a bit sketchy to me. Here it is on Vestiaire Collective for $160. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Why can't I get a good look at that? Again, very clean here. Super clean. Way cleaner than the one we've got. There's also, doesn't say Off-White up there. There's the tags. Made in Portugal. There's none of... there's a little bit of fading right there. Okay. Brutal. Truly brutal, you guys. This is hard. All right, I think I might have reached the end of what I can do. And this is kind of the problem with brands like Off-White. They are so massively faked that it's really, really hard to tell sometimes, because it's a simple t-shirt and they're so in demand that the fakes are really good at this point and they're done really well. So it makes it really tough to make a definite determination here. However, due to the poor quality of that, that looks nothing like anything else we saw in the authentic listings, the assumedly authentic listings. I guess we can't be sure, but I'm more sure with those than I am with this. Due to that, I would stay away from this piece, but if this was the absolute best price you could find, you were really psyched on it, maybe you could take the chance and then pay after the fact for some authentication service to be sure, but just based on that, I would stay away. But that is a really tough one there. All right, we're going to look at one more. And here's the thing. I would have liked to look at shoes, but actually eBay is now authenticating, I think, pretty much all sneakers at this point, or all sneakers above 100, 200 bucks, something like that. So pretty much all Off-White shoes on eBay would fall into that category. So people aren't really listing fake Off-White shoes on eBay anymore, at least not that I noticed. They all look pretty good to me when I did a quick search. So we're sticking to clothes, and this is the last piece we're going to look at. So this is the Off-White Galaxy sweatshirt. I believe these are all like unique one-of-one pieces, if I remember correctly. It says new without tags, but that looks super faded and worn to me. So that's a bit weird. They're trying to get $450 for it, which I would assume, looking at that price, this had better be real. Like, that is a 100% authentic Off-White price, maybe even kind of excessive for an authentic Off-White price. I don't know. Yeah, that if I look at that, I'd assume this is real by the price. But of course, you don't always want to look at the price. You also want to look at the seller, who has zero feedback. Always a very, very sketchy sign. This could be a guy, this is the nicest thing he had in his closet. He's looking to make some extra money. He's heard eBay is a good place to sell stuff, so this is the first thing he's ever put up for sale. And if so, more power to him. But it's always going to be hard getting people to trust you when you have no feedback whatsoever. So that's a bad sign right there. Again, he claims it's new without tags. I'm not so sure about that. I guess we'll look at the picture some more. No low balls, so he's saying, you know, he only wants that much for it. If it was fake, you'd assume that he'd probably take lower just to get what he can out of it. But bought with proof included. I'm very curious to see what this proof is. So let's take a look at these photos now. So again, we've got that, and this again was a very, very faked piece. You see fake versions of these, more the t-shirt versions, I think. You see them all the time, all over the internet. So that makes this another tough one to authenticate. I really like these kind of like brush strokes on the back of this. That's really cool. Again, it says Seeing Things. Again, a very popular colorway design for this. Massively faked, things like that. He bought it from Antonioli, which I know is a legit site. He got it for 432 euros. So with that buy now price, he's basically saying, I want my full money back for it, which is like good fucking luck, dude. Not going to happen. You're never going to be able to get full retail money back. Because this is a piece that probably eventually went on sale for like $300. So you're going to have a really hard time getting much more than that out of it, I would say. But I am glad that he included this. That's always a good sign. Sweaters, medium, that matches up. I wish there was a picture there so we can know that it was going to the right one. Dear Sven. Does he have his name here? Is his name Sven? Philly? No. So, I mean, technically this could have come from anywhere, but it's better than nothing, you know? And there's our model number there. See, there, that is much, much cleaner. That typeface there. Here's the label. It looks really good, honestly. Really clean stitching. The trademark symbols are in the perfect space. Even the way the text kind of pops out a little bit, that rings true to me, so that's good. And again, we don't have too many pictures, so we're really left going off of that. So let's look it up. All right, moment of truth. Bingo bongo. Oh, all right. It's all coming back correct from just the images. So that's a great sign. Diag, Galaxy Black, beautiful. Beautiful. From Mode Sense, by MA, all legit sites. Credo Men, I haven't heard of. Selfridges, Galaxy Cotton Jersey. I don't know what this is. I'll take a quick look at that. All right, so here's the real one. It actually looks like, is that a woman? Might be a women's piece, which is a bit weird. Again, you can't really go off the design here because I think they were all kind of unique. Although I will say, what is this at the sleeve? Did ours have that? I gotta check that real quick. All right, moment of truth here. What do we got? He doesn't show the sleeve. I mean, I guess can't do anything about that. That's really unfortunate. All right, here was the Selfridges listing. It looks like it's so old that they've gotten rid of all of the pictures, though, which sucks. But we know that that model number matched up, so I guess that's what matters. So here is one of the Asian sites, Korea, it looks like. And yeah, all checks out there. They only have the one picture for like all sizes, though, which is sketchy. Here's what I really want to find out. I want to know how much this is because I don't know anything about Korean currency. All right, we're going to paste that to USD. What do you got for me? $471. So that's like dead on. All right, we've got to do it once again. We got to go to the images. You hate to see it. Okay. Buy.jp. Credo Man, I don't know what that is, but we'll take a look. Buyma. What is ornot.com? I've never heard of that in my life. Depop, doesn't mean it. Let's take a look at this Grailed one. Depop, Grailed, one more Grailed. Yeah, let's go with those. All right, Credo Men. This looks maybe legit. I don't know if I trust that. So this looks a lot lighter, the brushing here. Let me just see if they're actually legit in any way, shape, or form. Okay, yeah, I think that checks out. I think they're legit. So going back to this, I just don't like how much lighter these brush strokes are. Again, if it was hand done though, maybe this one that they took the picture of, they made at the end of a brush right before they refilled it for the next piece, you know? It's just so goddamn tough. Here's a listing on Grailed, which sold for $330. Makes perfect sense to me. This one's a small, and they do claim that this one was authenticated. Ooh, and it was new with tags, it looks like, which is fantastic. Again, much, much lighter on those brush strokes. That might be a giveaway for us, because we don't have too much else to go on, unless the label looks significantly different, but it doesn't necessarily. Tough, really tough. Here's another, this one sold for $500, brand new with tags. The brush strokes, still way lighter on this one. This process is tripping me out, you guys. All right, last one here, this one sold for $480, so yeah, these prices are checking out, surprisingly, but these were all brand new, so I don't think the guy on eBay is gonna get that out of it. This one has tons of pictures, way lighter on the brush strokes, you guys. So I don't like that. I'm not liking that. We haven't been getting too much from the tags on these. Yeah, look at that. There's entire spaces between it. Where are our tags inside? Okay. Ooh, again, really clean on those tags. They're like way cleaner than what we've got, I'd say. All right, going back to our regular listing. Now that we know what we know. So it looks heavier here, but actually it does have the right spacing, like little gaps in the paint and things. Given the price, but he has no feedback. Oh my God. Based on the photographic evidence that I've got here, I think it's probably real. Going off that and the fact that he provides a receipt here, which you could potentially look up that order number, see if you can get anything more out of that, maybe. So the fact he's got that, the pictures check out, that checks out, the price makes sense, the fact that he is not interested in taking less than what he's asking for shows that he actually does have a lot of money put into this. It's probably real, but if I bought this, I would look it over very, very carefully when it came in and really do my due diligence on that piece. Oh man, that was brutal. That was so hard, so much harder than I expected. Geez, why do I get myself into these situations? But that just goes to show you how tough it is with some of these super, super hype brands, because they're so in demand that they're just printing so many fakes. So the entire internet is flooded with fakes of this stuff, and because the demand is so high, the more demand there is for a fake piece, the better that fake piece is going to be, because they have more time to put into it, they have more incentive to really get it right. So it's so tough with brands like this. But if you do your research, as we did here, you can usually figure out what's real and what's not. So make sure you stick around for the next video. We'll look up some other fake stuff. It's gonna be a great time. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.